Yo, what is good? Let's go ahead and make sure the microphone isn't possessed, shall we? Right on. Well, it is the O Show. Saturday. No O Show yesterday because it was Bean's birthday. Bean is 420 years old now. He's looking pretty good for 420. Let me get a Nightbot into the stream here. Let's see if Nightbot wants to hang out with us. Hope you guys had a good holiday, man. I definitely cannot complain. I'm currently enjoying 2 of my presents that I got right now, and I don't even really like celebrate Christmas. Ridiculous. Tonight we're just gonna chill on the infinite couch, play some more Kingdoms of Amalur at Bean's request. She wanted to see more of it, so that's what we're doing. But I'm really digging Kingdoms. The crafting system is awesome. The combat's really fun. So it's my pleasure. It's a really great game. As a Norwegian, it's all about the end of the year for me, so I'm a lot more excited about this week coming up, personally. The Kingdoms. Alright, I think I remember pretty much how everything works. Alright, so I think I was headed here, but then I wound up with some quests to take care of in this area too, so. Yeah, I gotta head to this well first real quick. Can do. Alright, I gotta like remember how to play the... It's gonna be one part. It's like I have a safe zone where he won't come in. Alright, cool. Took me a second to even like remember the controls. If you have no idea what's really going on in the playthrough, I'm in a phase of the game where I've learned that I can defy my fate and change the fates of other sentient beings as well. I am the prophesied one, yada yada. So now I have a bunch of different quests to do, much like an MMO. The one I'm working on right now is I'm helping out a wolf that was trapped in a man's body, and part of the quest is to find this well, which, as you may have noticed, actually moves around. I'm really enjoying the gameplay in Kingdoms, though. The description as a single-player MMO is, like, perfect. That's exactly what it is. Alright, I gotta get to this fucking well, like, fast, apparently, because it moves so quickly. I'll just chill near one of the areas it appears at. That's probably a wiser plan. Fight some wolves here. Shit. Oh shit, you're not gonna let me do my little charge up? It's very rude. Alright, I'll kill you in cheap ways then. I was trying to be cool, but you guys are too rude. The solution in Kingdoms is roll. Just roll. That's all you gotta do. When in doubt, roll around. Ooh, there you go. Look at how many corpses I've slaughtered just in this area. This game will spawn minions on you over and over and over to try to ramp up the difficulty a bit. I do have it on hard, but it's still, as you can see, just kind of a slice and dice. No real challenges so far. Oh yeah, I forget. I remember parrying these is very effective. As you can see, it goes slow-mo. Pull some baseball maneuvers with my greatsword. Alright, so this is the Dispel minigame if you've never seen it. Take a quick time of it. You gotta stop it on the, all the dots within a certain time. Not too bad. I know that well's got to appear around here somewhere, so I'm just going to chill in the area for a moment. The crafting system in this game is pretty hype. As you can see, I'm harvesting alchemy components. You can craft weapons, armor, yada yada. And it's all very simple yet intricate. They've done a good job of taking it down just to like the basic elements. Uh-oh. Oh shit. I may not have the picks for this. Ooh, nice. Like most RPGs so far, I haven't really found much use for potions beyond your basic health and mana. You can socket items, like Diablo 2, there's gems you can craft. For instance, my sword that I crafted has a gem in it called Gem of Bloodthirst, which gives it a chance to steal health. Pretty cool. Alright, here we go. Well time? Yeah. As the leechwood bark lands on the surface of the pool, it sinks into the swirling blackness, and suddenly all seems at peace. You take a draught of the wandering well. And then it'll disappear and be on its way. So now I need to take this draught to this wolf here, trapped in a man's body, and it should help him turn back into a wolf. And then we'll have done our good deed for the day, you know? Bean says the combat looks like fun. Well, this game will probably run on your computer because it was originally released for Xbox 360. So that glowy is now my character has full fate. That means I can do my fate special move the next time I get into a big fight, and I'll show you guys that. Strange how these wolves have gold in their stomachs. It can't be healthy.
Making progress. Hunting the antelope easily enough? Nothing like felling a gentle creature and ripping guts from it.
Oh yeah, I'll have to work on her quest next.
Good luck.
Uh-oh. Yay. You'll notice that I'm adding some of these items to junk as I collect them. That's because they're basically vendor trash. And Kingdoms does this cool feature where when you're at a vendor, you have an option to sell all your junk at one time. It's like one button. Bam. This guy's voice acting is so awkward. I'm glad you guys get to hear some more of it.
It is there, Two Legs. The scent of water. Faint, but this does not escape me. My pack shall hear of your compassion and honor. I now go to the wilds and rejoin my pack. And now you may continue on your path, but with the knowledge of how to fight with the strength of a wolf. Now I shall drink deep of this potion and return to my kind.
Wolfed. Alright, what's next on the old quest? What did he give me? I actually think I have all my quest markers on my map at all times. I can just check and see what I want to do. I think I want to keep working on that report the attack mission. I want to see what this is though, so let's set the waypoint there for now. What's up, Boo? How's it going? What's up, Spruce? Hope you guys are having a good evening. It is, in fact, the O show. We're going to be chilling. Playing some more Kingdoms tonight at Bean's request, because it was, after all, her birthday yesterday, so. Oh, these little guys. These are my homies. You got one in. Filthy, filthy. I love the design in this game. It's all so well done. Oh, I don't have the key for that one. Alright. Oh, you know what? My waypoint must be marking some kind of like dungeon. I need to mark it. We've got a mini map, I forgot. I'm actually pretty hype about the next time I go into a place that has a crafting bench, because I'll be able to build a really cool hammer to show you guys the crafting system as well. Alright, I think I'm gonna do... Okay, where's the one where I have to warn... Here we go, here we go. Report the attack. The Fey Maiden, a knight in the House of Ballads, has been attacked. Kirk Adwold, Warden of Gorehart, believes we should report the attack. I've chosen to go to the House of Ballads, a Fey village, and be honest with the victim's people. We'll take care of that one right now. Owl says, I heard they painted some of the normal maps manually. You mean for this game? I wouldn't be surprised, man. It's extremely beautiful. Ooh, you didn't let me get my special off. Very rude. Oh shit, that was a double kill. These lore stones are hype too. If you collect all of them in a set, you get a bonus, and each one reveals a bit about the world and like a song or a poem or whatever. It's pretty hype.
I don't know what to do. Why go to a Fate Weaver? Why? Sometimes I don't feel this way. Sometimes it's reassuring, but not right now. Not when it's so close. I still think it's a blessing. Talking to that Fate Weaver means I can make good on the time I have left. But how can I tell my family? It's like erasing the smiles from their faces, or like killing the joy in their hearts. Why would I do that? So I don't feel guilty about deceiving them? Isn't that just selfish? Is it completely selfish to not tell them, so I don't have to see them upset? But facing this alone, truly, truly alone, I can't do it.
My character is currently wearing the Mass Effect armor that you get. I think if you own Mass Effect and you install Kingdoms. Get parried, little cutie. Get parried. Shrines work pretty much like shrines do in Skyrim, actually. Get a temporary bonus. I mean, just like shrines in Diablo 2. I would actually compare the shrines in Kingdoms to the shrines in Diablo 2. Because they're like short duration and they're pretty abundant. The crafting system is very powerful. That sword I'm using is just a regular old iron greatsword that I enchanted with a gem, and it's actually better than like even like straight up magical items I've found. So, by the way, alright, so I still need 6 sorcery to be able to wear my Selkie Veil. That'll be an upgrade for the helm. But I should still get the set bonus from the Mass Effect armor because I'll have 4 pieces out of. But I hear tell the Selkie Veil looks terrible, so well, we might turn off the helmet when it comes to that. Alright, so now this is a Fae village called the House of Ballads.
Proceed no farther, mortal. You are not one of our kind, and the seat of Sir Sagril will never be occupied by one so mundane. Hallam the White prepares the contest, and he must not be interrupted at this, our time of greatest need. This new breed of mad fae has seized the court of winter in its grip. There can only be a summer and a winter. There is no other third order if we crave balance.
The Tuatha are basically like Fae ISIS. That's like the best way to describe the Tuatha. Fae terrorists.
He was one of our most beloved knights, a Balan's treasure. I can't bear to think of him dead, now across the sea. A warrior for our savage cousins in the Winter Court. The House of Ballads is home to the Court of Enchantments, where our heroes congregate and train before performing the feats that made them legends. There are 3 main structures on the grounds. The Court of Enchantments itself features the Wall of Saga, which depicts the most noteworthy songs in our canon. The Hall of Accolades is where the finest Fae crafters offer their services. Trainers can be found in the Summer Sanctuary, where we go when seeking enlightenment. The storyteller leads us all in the telling of the great songs of the Summer Court. He administers our house and serves our great knights in the Court of Enchantments. The mortals in Gorhart believe they have established a permanent settlement, but they are sadly mistaken. Those homes will crumble. Those graves will multiply. Trees may be cut down, vines stripped away, but the forest will return, and it will not suffer the footsteps of men. Neither will the Fae. I am known as the Squire. It is my duty to assist the Chancellor of the House of Ballads in all of his many endeavors. Hallam treats me well, and it is an honor to serve.
I always love in fantasy settings when there's like a race that lives hella long, juxtaposed next to like a human, you know, who lives pretty short in comparison. So the whole aspect of these Fae living so long that they're like, build your village, it's gonna crumble soon anyway. Pretty hype.
I did not fear them in previous seasons. They were our allies, as important to us as the autumn is to spring. But the Tuatha have upset the balance. Only the greatest heroes of the summer may be counted among the Court of Enchantments. Wenson, Belmaid, Ferrara, Olain, Eirmer, and Creth. Their glory unites all Fae in a common narrative. It is one of the few things our people share.
I like the birthday love in the chat for Bean. Bean's birthday was yesterday, the 26th. You guys can like fill the chat with Bean birthday love. It's fine. No one will be upset at you.
It is to fill an unoccupied seat in the House of Ballads. This is not a mortal concern. If Hallam learns I told you, he may see to it that I am banned from the telling. No doubt you speak of Illuvia, impetuous fool. I told her to avoid your settlement, to avoid Odorath altogether. She never listened to my warnings. I will chastise her appropriately upon her return. It is a loss, yes, but not the first unexpected event in this telling. What happened?
I gotta be straight up, I'm not gonna lie.
Attacked, you say? Your kind is too timid to even speak to us, and now you're trying to kill us. I do not understand it. However, your honesty is appreciated. Tell the people of Gorhart that they have nothing to fear from us. We mean them no ill will, as long as they leave the forest undisturbed as they found it.
Alright, that seems fair.
Farewell.
Whoa, he just like warped away? What the fuck? Did anyone else see that? So he mentioned I can't come in, but it looks like I could totally come in.
Listen, all of you.
See what's up.
As you've clearly heard, a rare vacancy has occurred in the House of Ballads. There has been an event, a great twist in the narrative of our kind. Sir Sagril has fallen. Sagril, slayer of Ozigan, defender of the crown of Haxi, has been defeated. A death in the House of Ballads gives an opportunity, a chance for one hero to join the ranks of the greatest champions in Fae-telling. Olain, Creth, Wenson the Bold. Do any of you, have the courage to pass the confirmation? If you do, your adventures will be sung to the heavens for all eternity.
I wonder if they'll let a little human give it a try.
Have you heard? Sagra has been bested by the Thresh. Wait, you're a mortal. Oh, right.
Yeah, I'm mortal. What's it to you?
Mundane don't belong in Fey houses. We Fey do not appreciate mortals tampering with our affairs. There is no higher honor than to earn a noteworthy role in the telling. They make up the cornerstone of our shared experience. The House of Ballad's function is to ensure that the mightiest Fey heroes do not fade into obscurity, that they are always with us in the present. Call it history or the past. Each life tells a tale. But there is no yesterday, as there is no tomorrow. It is all today. One grand and vibrant telling. Our narrative continues to be spun. Even your presence here, while strange, is part of the changing picture. All Fey know of the storyteller. He is the caretaker of the telling and has been since the first spring began. I am Phycon, speaker of renown the world over. I've claimed many ballads, but none so important as those sung by the Court of Enchantments. This is my third attempt at claiming a seat in the House of Ballads. Perhaps this telling will be the one. When you stand before the knights of the Court of Enchantments, you bask in the glory of all Fey. While all of our kind play a role in the grand telling, it is the feats of a legendary few that bear remembering. These knights lead the House of Ballads.
I kind of dig on the Fey philosophy of the concept of one big long today, because that's kind of what I believe being a Taoist. You know, life, all of existence is just one big moment. Time is mostly just how we experience it. You know, I believe the Fey. You know, I'm down with their philosophy. I like how they call human beings a child of dust.
This does not concern you, mortal. You would not, could not, understand. One of our most beloved heroes has fallen. Sir Sagral's passing leaves his legend in peril. A seat in the House of Ballads cannot remain empty, lest the great stories end. And that must never happen.
Yeah, I knew it. They are going to give me a shot.
We are the collectors of tales, the warriors of lore, the most respected of all Summer Court heroes. Our deeds are known across the Fey lands. Our great knights, Wenson the Bold, Airmer the Pure, Olaine the Kind, are destined to repeat their quests for all eternity, that no Fey may ever forget. They remind us of who we are and what we've done, of our greatest achievements and our deepest losses. The house ensures those defining tales are never forgotten. Sir Sagral, Slayer of Volzigan, Lord of the Morning Mists, and Defender of the Crown of Haxi, was one of our most beloved knights. His tales have endured for generations. Several days ago, he departed to do battle with the Grave Thresh, his most famous and legendary foe. But there was an event, a twist in the story. In this telling, it was the Thresh that bested Sagral. Such an outcome has never happened. I don't know what to make of it. You are bold, but that is not how tales are told in the House of Ballads. Only a worthy Fey hero may finish his quest, complete his story. However, these are strange times. Magic weaves itself in new patterns and change. It is the one thing with which we Fae have no experience. If you so choose, join the other pledges. You too may attempt to defeat the Grave Thresh, recover Sagral's ring, and take his seat in the House of Ballads. I am Hallam the White, seeker of the Stone of Val, Baron of the Drowned Forest, slayer of Argoth the Mighty, and Chamberlain to the House of Ballads. Many in the House of Ballads call me the Storyteller, for I watch over the Summer Court's anthology of experience.
Well, I'm Dave-O of many colors, Toker of the Ancient Tubes, Waffer of the Seven Meads, and Baron of the Chill Wastes.
For many seasons, the Court of Winter ruled alongside us as allies. There is no spring without the cool decay of autumn, no bright summer without the snow. Yet, even as our power wanes, theirs is mysteriously on the rise. Surely, you have felt it.
Who asked, have you ever considered writing an epic fantasy novel, Dave? Sadly, I have. And I've even considered writing a tongue-in-cheek one about, like, weed.
We are the soldiers of summer, the guardians of the light of spring. When our cousins in the Winter Court celebrate the darkening of the skies, we revel in the dawn. However, our cycle is changing. Everyone has noticed the fires on the sea, the monsters in the east, and the whispers on the lips. The Summer Court is in decline.
I do also really like the Fae in this game, especially how they kind of lifted the Unseelie and Seelie Court from Shakespeare, but then threw a twist in there with this third, like, terrorist faction, the Tuatha. I dig it.
It is a popular tale, featuring the Summer Court's most treasured rogue. One afternoon, Sagral, his head sleepy with wine and dreams of women, awoke to a terrible roar. The treacherous maid of Windermere, villain of the House of Ballads, was summoning forth a beast from beneath the earth. She wished to send it against Wenson himself. When the maid departed, Sagral tread into the beast's lair and killed it, only to realize that it was simply the first of many deadlier enemies. What a song. The lair of the Thresh is east of this great house, in the hollow of Gorgoroth. In the evenings after dark, you can hear its disturbed slumber. The cries are unsettling.
Ooh, Grave Thresh.
Go now, and make the song your own.
So that one's actually pretty nearby. I'll probably go ahead and switch to it. But I've completed that one to go back to Burke. So I guess if I do this, it'll allow me to join the Fae faction. If you notice, I've got a couple of faction quests. And if you notice in the dialogue that when I was talking to the Fae just now, that green flag appeared, that's to show you that you're about to get a faction quest. So far I haven't seen any faction that prevents me from joining another faction and what have you, so I reckon I'll go ahead and do this, because it's the dungeon is actually pretty close by. First though, I'd like to see what kind of stuff I'm allowed to do here. I guess if I'm not part of the faction, I'm not allowed to use their shops. Maybe I can. I'm not sure. Let me bust open the map. Looks like there's a Fate Weaver, an alchemy thing, Trainer for persuasion. Healer. Okay, that's what I want. A sagecraft altar. I think. No, well, yeah, I do want a sagecraft altar because I need to stock it a gem. I'm not crafting item. But I probably could do some alchemy too, right? Is that's here? So I'll head and do the summer sanctuary first. I love how this zone looks. Like, check this out. Quite beautiful. Hope you guys are having a good one, by the way. It is the O show.
I've got what you need over here.
Holla. Hope you've had a lovely holiday. The game plan for the O show tonight is just to kick back, play through some Kingdoms of Amalur. If you've never been here for a Kingdoms show, definitely take my time. I don't talk as much. It's a bit like Skyrim, how we kind of get immersed and get really into the game. It's my first playthrough ever, but RPGs are probably the type of game I play the most. So picking up on a lot of the elements of it that are common in other games, yeah, it really has a unique spin. I gotta say, I love this game more every time I play it, basically. So.
Let me take a look at you. Ooh, very fair you are. Too fair for the House of Ballads, that is certain. I tend to enjoy the company of mortals. So fleshy. I'm Ilova, instructor in the persuasive arts. That includes seduction, but you probably guessed that.
Faye doesn't lay it on thick at all or anything.
I can make almost anyone do almost anything. Don't believe me? Ask one of my many admirers. I'm willing to make you privy to my secrets. For a price. The ballads sing of her as a winter court witch, and that she wishes to wither the summer. Me, I believe her affections for Wenson are quite real. I've met him, I know. I was brought here by Ferrara himself. Forbidden love can lead you in the strangest of directions. Here I am at the House of Ballads, and I won't even hold a sword. Care to be my squire? Intense relationships they are. Very intense. Many moonlit evenings are expected.
Rawr. Yo, John, what's good, man?
Until next time. Looking forward to it.
I don't need no persuasion training. Yo, here's how I persuade people of things. Are you ready? And they're like, did that dude just do a pole vault with his sword? And then they do what I say. Actually, nah. My chakrams are ridiculously good. Oh, and there's the key I needed to loot that one statue that I couldn't. Nice. The game pretty clearly wants me to go fight this grave thresh based on the direction it's taking me, so.
Welcome, ageless one. I am Arvia, but I suspect you know that already. The tides of fate have washed me upon your shore, and I'm here to do your bidding.
Okay, so you can go to a Fate Weaver to respec. For a gold cost that I assume goes up over time. And it keeps track of how many times you respec, and the cost will go up. Alright, cool.
Yes, it's true. She exists, skirting the edges of my consciousness. But I am unaware of her intentions. That is more troubling than anything else. Lord Issa had great faith in Wenson, and his instincts have proven true. But all kingdoms fall, and all kings fall with them. There is no clear victory for the House of Ballads. I see nothing. Only you.
Guru, I totally agree with you about this gift that Bean gave me. It's like the fanciest thing I own. It's so nice. I'm actually enjoying it right now while I stream. I really love the story of this game, though. Your character, it's kind of cool because I'm Norwegian, so they draw a lot out of Norse mythology for this game. Your character basically has the ability to change his own fate, which in Norse mythology, you have a fate called a woad. That's like a tapestry that you're woven into, and this guy can basically grab the threads and break them. So when people have the ability to see like fate and stuff, they see my character, they can tell. It's a little bit similar if you've ever read The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. Similar story, especially with the heroes being reincarnated time after time. But I dig it. They've put quite a unique spin on it.
I am here for you, to guide you in a careful separation of the threads of fate, and to ease you into a more appropriate plane. You act as though we're strangers. That's not true, is it? In many a dream you've come to me. Even in death you've brushed my consciousness. I am but a tool of the Destinies, a mouthpiece for their changing voices. I do not know how I know what I know. It has been that way since I first stepped from my hollow.
I like all the wee-woo shit in this game. As a hippie, I'm like, yeah. Weave that fate. Alright, so is this the alchemy station back here then? Yeah. Okay. So for those of you who maybe haven't seen this crafting system at all, you can experiment with reagents, or you can create potions you've already know. So I know how to make healing. Some of these are kind of useless. Let's do a bit of experimentation. So how experimenting works, you just, much like Elder Scrolls games, select two components and combine them. So if I combine power from Bloodroot and armor from Sea Flax, mix them up. Nada. Alright. What if we do damage for some Scar Wood bark with some ice for some white flake? What we get here? Nothing. Doesn't even let me experiment with that. Okay. What about, let's see, luck and magic? Actually, what if I do, here we go, mana from soft scrabble powder and restoration from ember eyes. Bam! Now I know how to make mana potions. Cool. So what I think I'm going to do is first go ahead and make as many healing and mana potions as I can. Oh damn. I'm out of ember eyes. Okay. Go back to experiment time. Do luck and mana. Anything? Nothing. Magic and mana? I already know it doesn't do anything. Alright. Ice and reflection. Oh. Ooh, a potion to temporarily give a 50% chance to freeze enemies when attacked. That's actually worth hanging on to. That's a pretty cool potion. That's like the first cool potion I've made. Most of them are like somewhat interesting, but you're just like, damage and mana? Nothing. Damage and magic? Alright. Increases the power of all your abilities temporarily. Oh. That's a good potion too. Alright, what if I do magic And magic from Star Thistle, health from Black Kohash. Nothing. Alright. Cool. So that's the alchemy in this game. Pretty enjoyable. And then what I'll do is I'll head over here into my inventory. And there's this nice little like radial. You can essentially like the favorites menu from Skyrim. So you go to maps or radial. I've already got health, mana, and regen. So I'll map this amplification. And I'll slot this freezing sentinel, the one that gives you a temporary 50% chance to freeze everyone who hits you. Alright, cool. I think next up is going to be some sage crafting. Bruce says the stuff about Fae, the summer and winter courts are out of Irish mythology. True. And like Shakespearean, but obviously that's where he got it, was just English mythologies. But it's clear the people who made this game like read a couple books, you know? It's always nice. Oh, that one's stealing. I don't want to steal. If it's free, I'll take it, but if it's stealing, no, no. What is this? The House of Ballads Echo Stone does not respond to your attempt to interact with it. Perhaps it has something to do with large spherical slots found on the front of the relic. It appears that another magical item is needed to make the Echo Stone function. But this guy can tell me about it.
Greetings. I am Gleanar, also known as the Antiquarian. What does a child of dust require of me? Every creature has its story. The wake it leaves behind in its travel. That is a telling. It is a narrative of defeats and victories that give every life meaning. Our Fae telling goes on from creation deep into the hidden end. Until then, we celebrate the small songs, the ones that celebrate the spring in which we find ourselves. For you, tales are naught but a reminder of your inevitable decline. But for the Fae, our tales are eternal reminders of our truest selves. Here we celebrate the very heart of our kind. The greatest of our tales, reborn and relived. The role of the storyteller is the most important to the Fae in the Court of Summer. He watches the telling as it unfolds. His gaze is not on one ballad, but all of them. As Antiquarian, I'm keenly aware of the lesser ballads in Fae telling, and do my best to ensure that they're not lost in the wide river of time. I'm Keeper of the Echo Stone here in the House of Ballads. It has only come to us recently, but I find its purpose most fascinating. We are the story that is told in every age, with different words, but the same meanings. We are the blazing summer and the brooding winter, forever following one another. We are, as we have always been and shall ever be, no more and no less. It is a new relic crafted by several of our most attuned Fae mages. Usually the notion of new repels me, but in this case, I can't help but feel a spark of curiosity. The Echo Stone can be used like a lore stone to experience past narratives, stories that have long since left the lips of their tellers. However, one can only use the Echo Stone if he has the right matching cairn, a magical key devised by Hallam the White himself. All of us in the Western Feylands are subjects of High King Tatarian. Our presence maintains the natural balance, bringing the green of spring at winter's end. Sing your song.
Or that woo-woo philosophy that I love.
Need a soothing touch. Welcome to the Summer Sanctuary, where the seeds of knowledge are sown and nurtured. I see you are a stranger and a mortal. I am green, and I possess the healer's warmth. Do you have need of my services? Have you been injured in your mortal war?
I like that that dude's name is just Green. What a great name.
I do what I can. Most of the time, it's not enough. I've learned much from the dying races. Life is precious. Our kind often forget that. For our kind, healing is simply a matter of asking our bodies to mend themselves. For one like you, it's more complicated. I don't know how you lasted this long.
From my fancy armor. JC, Cuddy, what's good?
If you ask me, our kind should be moving east to aid the Alpha. We are part of a bigger world now. The telling has changed. We cannot ignore what you call the future. All of us at the House of Ballads live to serve Wenson and the court. They are the lords and ladies of tradition, embodiments of Fey glory. Without them, we are nothing. Farewell.
How was the broadcast looking and sounding for you guys tonight? As usual, it's 720p, 60 frames a second, downscaled from over 1080p. Twitch actually has a cool feature you may not have ever tried before, where you, if you're on the website, you can right-click on my broadcast and choose video stats, and actually see the FPS, resolution, all that good stuff. So how are we looking at sounding tonight? Is it all good like usual?
Good day. How can I help you? You are the mortal I've been hearing about. How dare they say you are meek? Why, to me, you look as fierce as a troll.
You know, Sir Tarka, that's kind of funny, because you actually look like a troll to me. Zing.
My telling is not one of battle and bravery, but of binding. I served Wenson himself back when the great ballads were new. We did not sing them then. We lived them. I can help you with any gems or shards. Speak to them on your behalf. It isn't as hard as you might think. Unless they're stubborn, of course.
So this guy can pop gems out of your items for you. That's kind of nice.
The songs of the House of Ballads are not simply stories. They are part of the magic that unites us all, summer and winter alike. They move through us like the seasons. There are some who believe our time of glory is on the decline, that our ballads will fade into mortal history like whispers. I say, never underestimate a good story.
Yo, Sir Tarka is my favorite Fae so far. I know this is like a minor dude, but this guy's awesome. I think I ought to unbind the gem that's in my sword right now, but I have an extra, so I'm gonna craft my hammer first. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about sage crafting. This is socketing from Diablo 2 essentially. So you can create gems from shards. You can socket gems into items that have sockets, and you can remove gems from equipment if you increase your sagecraft level. If not, you have to have an NPC do it for you. So we're gonna be socketing it. Well, first off, let's go ahead and craft all the gems we can. You got weapon gems, armor gems, utility gems, and then even more once you increase your sagecraft level. So I've actually only got what, 3 shards chilling right now. I've found the weapon gems tend to be the most useful, to be real. I've got an ice, a magic, and a physical. Tell you what, why don't I like make an armor with the physical and the magic and see what it does. Bleeding resistance. Alright, what if I do physical and ice? Ice resist. Magic and ice. That's ice resist. If I go to weapons. Alright, a small vampiric, or it's a bleeding actually. Bloodthirst gems are actually some of the better ones I can make right now. Make it. Alright, cool. So I have this hammer that this is actually going to become my main weapon once I make this better than my greatsword. It's a static hammer. It does the 28 damage plus lightning, plus shocking over time, and it's going to be vampiric once I socket it. JC says utility gems are best. Like you can make a health regen. I don't have any sockets on my armor and stuff yet, but I'll fuck around with that later on. I mean, there's gonna be tons of crafting in this game. I'm not tripping about it. So I'm gonna put. I could do steel mana or steel health. I think I'd like to do steel health. So now this is gonna be a hammer that does lots of physical lightning and lightning over time, and it steals health. Nasty. Alright. And so now I have a new primary weapon. The hammer. How does it look? Ooh, pretty snazzy. And I'll just sell the greatsword. So I'm gonna unsocket it. So I can get that bloodthirst gem back. But here's the hammer. I actually like the hammer's moveset a little more. Because the charge move is a dash. So it lets me close a gap. And it's just and it's got, yeah, the third hit in the animation is an AoE. And you can even like that charge is so fast to build up that it's really handy just to be able to zip over. I like it.
It is you, my favorite mortal. How may I serve a member of the court?
Oh, I love this guy. Alright, so I'm gonna unbind the gem from my greatsword. It's gonna cost so much though. I guess you can always get more gold, but it's kind of hard to come by gems. Seems worth it, so I'm gonna unsocket it. Fuck it. So the item you're pulling it from will be destroyed. That's okay. I like this gem. Okay, cool. So I think I'm gonna be putting points into sage crafting because I love to craft magic items in video games, and it seems like it's gonna be like prohibitively expensive to fucking pay Sir Tarka to unbind my shit every time, as cool as he may be. I'm not cool enough to go in there yet. I have to prove myself. Alright, y'all. The Osho's been live for about an hour, a little more. And I gotta go potty. So, let's take a break. Hope you guys are having a laid-back Saturday. It is the O Show. Gonna be chilling out on the Infinite Couch tonight, putting some time into Kingdoms of Amalur here with Davon Deer. Chillest mortal. If you're new to the broadcast, man, welcome. There's a lot of good information down below the video if you're curious. And if you're a regular, welcome back. I hope your butt has found its, like, worn-in spot in the Infinite Couch. I'm going to take a break, stretch, stand up, walk around a bit, hit the water closet, that type of thing. I recommend you do something similar. I'm going to grab another beer. Maybe grab another beer if you're beer inclined, you know. Maybe do 3 or 4 shots of whiskey during the break. However hard you might be going. We'll be back in a few with some more Kingdoms of Amalur. Again, I want to say happy birthday to my little bean. It was her birthday yesterday. I want to give you guys a topic of discussion during the break. I want to have some opinions when we get back. I'm thinking about improving the stream quality to be like around 900p or so, even like 960p-ish at 60 frames a second. Basically the step between 720 and 1080. Twitch doesn't really have the system in place to do 1080p 60 frames. So right now I do 720p 60. I'm thinking about upping it to 960-ish p. I don't know exactly. What do you guys think? Anyway, let's take a break. I'll be back in a bit. Alright, now that all the impatient people are gone, let's play. So I gotta say, the one, I guess, reservation I have about increasing the resolution of the stream is that some of you guys already struggle with the 720p 60 frames a second because you might have a potato computer or potato internet. So the issue is you might not be able to watch the stream at all until I have transcoding options, like once the stream gets bigger. So that's my one reservation is I wouldn't want to make the stream like totally unwatchable, you know? Because 720p 60 frames a second, I mean, it runs on pretty much everything, including, you know, like mobile looks good and all that. I don't know. I mean, obviously what I'll have to do is do a test stream or two and then see how it looks and see how much trouble some people have with it. There weren't any vendors in that Fae town, I don't think. Pretty sure there weren't any. If I do change the Osho resolution, it will then be at like basically the best. It'll look the best you can on Twitch without like some kind of special bit rate allowance, you know. Here. Ooh, saucy, are ya? Lay it down. Come in. Roasted. I fucking love using hammers in this game. It's too fun. You're just like, oh, they just made it feel so weighty. So good. Alright, here we go. So I've been leveling up Detect Hidden, but I don't think... Yeah, you can't... I could save this point until I hit level 8, but I think instead I'm going to put it into Sagecraft because I've been making lots of items. Ching. And then I get 3 points here. So I think I need to put at least 2 into sorcery here so I can make some big changes to my character. The trick is deciding what to level up. I dropped a point in here. My chakrams would give me extra fate. I don't really give a shit. I should probably just increase the power of this lightning spell I already have by 2, because look, the next level is going to give me a chance to stun on it, so I'll do that. And now it's going to give me this next tier, so there might be something really good in here. What do we got? Conservative casting, all casting costs reduced by 10%. Not bad. I can tag targets with a magical mark and then detonate the marks. Can cast the sphere of protection. Increases my physical damage and damage overall. Chakrams. That might be smart. My build. Then Alright, some extra moves for staves and scepters, which I'm not using. So my choice is to basically reduce my casting costs or continue beefing this lightning spell is a whole nother option. What's the next level give me? 25% chance and an explosion on impact? Yeah, I think I'm just going to level this ridiculous lightning spell instead. But the reason I wanted 6 points in sorcery is now I can unlock the Guardian Destiny and I can equip a new piece of equipment. So this next point I'm probably going to drop into Might. Oh, I forget I have a block special attack with the hammer too. I could beef my hammer damage, pick up a quake ability. Adrenaline surge when I get low on health. Or increase my resistance. Or I could increase my harpoon ability. What'll that do? Increase the damage. It's a tough choice, to be honest. I think the wisest move would be to go ahead, as far as like bang for my buck. Since I don't know exactly if I'm going to be specializing in great swords or hammers yet, I might as well increase my harpoon a little bit. Just to get extra little DPS out of that. I think that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so now I can equip this Guardian Destiny. So now 25% of the damage I take, I get back as mana, and I have plus 15 elemental resistance. This destiny, you're able to engage in melee and convert any force used against you into your own magical energy. You're naturally resistant to harmful spells and transmute a portion of damage sustained to your own mana pool. Bam. Feeling good, looking good. So this lighting spell I have is out of control now. Monster says, I feel way OP whenever I play this game. Dude, I know what you mean. This is on the hardest difficulty too. Now watch me get completely owned, you know, here pretty soon, since I said that, but the game is not tough. It feels like, you know, Lords of the Fallen and Dark Souls and those types of games, but definitely does not have the same difficulty curve. Hope you're having a good night, by the way, Monster. And everybody chilling on the Infinite Couch. Hope you're having a good Saturday here at the O Show. Definitely having a great time. Just chilling. Enjoying my vape I got for Christmas. And sipping some beers, playing some Kingdoms. The rough life.
Sagril was a clever rogue of great and merry cheer. Oh, come and listen to the song of he who had no fear, of he who we hold dear.
Yeah, I feel kind of stiffed on that one. Normally the lore stones have like a nice little long song, but that one was like ding ding ding. Okay, that's enough. Pretty spooked out right now.
Brash dustling. You have no role in Fey telling. This story belongs to one of us, not some whelp fresh from the cradle. First that strange maiden, now this. What is it you want here in Gorgoath? The beast and Gorgoath Hollow work together, like lovers. The grave thresh emerges to feed and kill, to collect sustenance for itself and the Hollow. When it returns to its lair, the thresh is embraced by Gorgoath, wrapped in a warm, living shell that protects it until the next time they hunger. She approached each of us who is vying for an empty seat in the House of Ballads, sometimes in the forest, sometimes in the plains. Each time she offered reward beyond our imagining. All she asked in return was that we infiltrate the house as her agent. Needless to say, none accepted. Alas, Sagral's is a twisted tale, and we could use every available hand. You may stay, but the seat will never be filled by a mortal. Of that I am certain. We were too late to catch the thresh as it fed. Now the beast slumbers guarded by the vines and weeds of Gorgoath. But all is not lost. If we can destroy the roots before they take hold, we can rouse the beast. Come, I'll keep the thresh occupied while you seek out the heart vines. Keep your eyes open.
So do I have this guy as a companion right now, it seems? Ooh, fancy. Kodak moment.
Don't give up until it's done.
Want to battle, bro? Yo, if I have my shield up and I do the attack with the hammer, I do like a little kick. You guys see that? Oh. Yo, I'm doing a dimble here. Let me show you. Bonk. I just do like this little kick. It's adorable. Womp. I like it.
Gorgoath wishes us gone.
Makes you feel like a cool, like ninja, you know. Try out my new and improved lightning spell. Yeah, the lightning spell is quite brutal. Come here. I do need to get some more mana going for sure. But if I use these more often, they'll actually pull mana out of dudes. So. Damn! Oh, he's out of the AoE. It seems like with my build, the best strat's gonna be to use spells, then get into melee, get my mana back via taking hits as well as using my mana drain chakram, and then rinse, repeat. You know what? I actually forgot to equip my new piece of art. You guys didn't tell me, motherfuckers. That'll help me with my mana problem. It'll give me mana regen, mana stolen, and reduce my mana costs. Ooh, looks pretty bad though, but I'm gonna wear it, you know? Fuck it. Do I still get the... Yeah, because I have 4 pieces of the set, I still get the bonus too. Perfect. Perfect. Alright. Wow. That does look pretty bad. That's pretty rough. Looking. Pretty bad. I think it's bad enough that I'm just gonna... hidden helmets. That's pretty bad. There we go. Much better. See? That Selkie veil looks horrible, but now I look cool. I look even cooler because I selected the Conan the Barbarian, like little leather headpiece, you know? Anyone who's been around the O show knows that it's very important for me to have high fashion at all times. If you don't have fashion, you really don't have anything. So you just tug on it and it all comes down, eh? Kinda brutal. Alright, I'm gonna show you guys the reckoning mode. So in reckoning mode, your goal is to run around and hit as many mobs as possible. You have increased damage, so you're more than likely gonna hurt all of them all the way. And once you've done that, you should actually... Okay, if there were any left, I could go up to them, press A, and do this cool shit, but we fucked up and owned them too quickly, so that's kind of a wasted reckoning mode. I should have enough to do it again for the boss. But what would have happened is I would have entered into a quick time event that would have allowed me to pop all the enemies at one time. It's pretty groovy. Ooh, that has a socket, but not all the other good stuff. Hopefully I'll be able to show off a good reckoning mode this broadcast, but... The reckoning mode is pretty OP. I hear the sound of like a hidden object, but I don't think I have the skill to detect it yet or something. Algie says transcoding options are only for partners, I think. That's actually untrue. Usually if you have about 100 viewers or more, you get transcoding options. Anytime you have a broadcast that hits about triple-digit viewers, they'll show up, so... We'll have them eventually. The main question for me per increasing the resolution of the broadcast is just if it's worth it, you know? So what I'm gonna do is, I figured Skyrim is probably the most graphically intense game that I play. So I'm gonna do a Skyrim stream at the 900 whatever p at 60 frames and then just visually compare them and see if it's worth it. But during that Skyrim test stream too, it'll be important to see whether or not your guys' internet is totally fucked by it too, you know? Because if like it looks a little bit better, but like half the stream is like, oh, I can't actually watch it, then it's not really worth it, huh? I want him. This Fae has some powers.
Morgworth wishes us gone.
So we'll just have to see. I'm always trying to make the stream look and sound as best as possible, but there is a balance between how it looks and if you're able to actually load it. Twitch does not currently have the bitrate support for 1080p at anything other than like 30 frames a second, and even then you want to be playing something like League or Civ. I'm kind of thinking that 720p at 60 is going to be best overall, but I'm down to try the higher just to see what happens, you know? Couldn't hurt. I'm also curious to see the load it puts on my computer. That'll make a difference as well as to whether or not I go for it. But I think pretty much the next time I stream Skyrim, it'll be at a higher res just to see. Just to see. Uh-oh. Heart vines have been pulled. Is that the grave thresh down there? Can I just go fight him? Is there an invisible wall?
There are so many of them.
I can't do a plunging attack? Hey guys. Oh shit, these are like beastier boggarts. Ooh. Yo, I felt like Gallagher popping that one. This third swing is a very Gallagher swing. You just need a watermelon for splat.
We shall face this threat as a pair, mortal. We've come this far. Why not finish it together?
I didn't mean to talk to you.
I do not like this.
I was trying to harvest this flower, sir. I love the aesthetics in this game so much. The visual aesthetic is very much like World of Warcraft, but I guess better. If that makes it's just like if World of Warcraft looked like this game, I would probably play World of Warcraft. Does that make any sense? Like, oh shit. Boss time. Let's do some power kicks. We gotta do our stretches. Stretch out. Do the punch. And then the slam. Alright, you ready? Ready? One more. Stretch. Alright, punch. Hang on. Stretch. Punch. Alright, slam. Got it. Calisthenics done. Perfect. How's it going, Grave Thresh? I hear you're badass. I'm gonna try to stay away from you. Alright. Yeah, this guy's gonna be a toughie for sure. Try to take these out if I can. Okay, ouchie, ouchie. So he's actually killed the Fey guy. Fey guy did not make it. Alright, that does stop those. Does slight damage though. Alright. Alright, Fey dude is back up. Ow. There we go.
That wasn't so terrible.
Yo, you got knocked the fuck out. That was terrible for you. Not for me though, I'm a pro. So it's mana regen. No, it's not as good as my set. Sorry. Junk. Like, I had some cool attacks. It reminded me a little bit of like a Dark Souls boss. That one actually could be useful. I gotta remember to use these one-offs though. Like, I should have used the one-off during that boss fight. Whoops.
Times he drank his weight in wine, and many lovers pleased, and drunk from such idle pleasures, with lethargy was seized. On beds of grass he eased.
Yo, that sounds like me. Drunk as hell. Hollering at all the ladies, then passing out in the grass. Hell yeah. That's the life. Ooh, all this the head statues. Wow, they're pretty good for Fey blades. I'll be selling them. Junk. Ballad signet ring, extra damage and damage. That.
How can this be? Sir Sagrel dead? I do not understand. Such a tragedy has never occurred in this song. Not in all the seasons of the telling. At the end of this ballad, Sagrel defeats the Grave Thresh. He is victorious. I don't know how, but someone has changed the song of Sir Sagrel. Listen, we are not alone. I do not like this.
Maybe I'm Sir Sagrel, bruh. I'm gonna put on that ring real quick. I think depending on your level, this Squire's ring would actually work out to be better than the Hardy ring, because it's a percentage instead of a flat number. Oh, he's back. Knew it wasn't gonna be that easy. Ouchies. I'm trying to get him stun locked. I think I got him. No. I don't really care about the... I guess I could like drink one of these random ass potions I have and make room for him, right? Let's do that. Oh, I forgot to add him to junk. Motherfucker. Damn. I knew that Thresh was gonna come back though. I was like, there's no way that was a... I like that. Boss fights where it's like, I'm back, motherfucker. Yo, is there another one? Bing. Are you serious right now? Yeah. Gotta dodge all your thingies. Oh, I can go into reckoning mode actually. Bam. Alright, it's over now. Give me your Thresh. Bada bing. So that's what reckoning mode does. You use your fate to fly around Super Saiyan, owning everybody. And then you get to do a quick time event at the end to pop everyone at one time, as well as get bonus experience points from it. Let's see. Can I just destroy junk? Like, yeah. Little room. Okay. I don't even really care about those. I think those are good. I think I want to explore the rest of this little dungeon though while I'm here. May as well, I guess. Ooh, okay. See how it is. Ooh, that was a quick one. I'm trying to see if I can parry their little fast swipes. Yeah, I can. I kicked him apart. That was dirty. That was dirty. Well, those guys are pretty tough to parry. Especially their little spin move. Alright. Throw some junk here. Lovely. Alright, I want to check out this little spot of the dungeon I haven't been to yet. Like straight back and then to the left. Hold up, actually. First off, what's back here?
Sound and fearsome roar awoke our hero from his rest. The maid of Windermere had called the grave fresh from its nest to have at her behest.
Skeleton died picking some Edelweiss. Uh-oh. Got angry friends. Ooh, these guys are crazy, dude. Whoops. Definitely didn't mean to hit that button. I think the Boggart Plague Bearers are some of the toughest enemies I've encountered in the game. I don't know how I unmapped that to the radio, but I did it. Their spin move is like deadly as fuck. It seems to slightly like turn you when you have your shield up, so like you'll start like this and they hit you a few times and you wind up like that sideways and then they just go after your side. It's brutal. I like it. These regular guys aren't so bad. this guy right here. You're running, bruh. This little kick move doesn't seem to detect too well. I don't know how much I trust it. Did you hear the magic? There's like some hidden shit over here. I'm just not smart enough to find it yet. Alright, let's take a left and see what we can find. Here we go.
Sir Sandral approached the spirit deep within Gorguath. He slashed its wicked stock and root, safe from behind its wrath, slyly from a side path.
I mean, that's basically